Good afternoon, everybody. How we doing? Can you hear me? We're live. This is your weekly update number 84. And we've got lots on for you today. What have we got going on now? Visas, not that many. A bit of residency news coming up for you. We've got our YouTube section coming up with lots of nice comments to answer and some great statistics for you. Estadísticas, they say in Spanish, for you. In our out and about in Spain, we've got charity walks, we've got food coming up. Don't miss it. We've got so much today. It's unbelievable. Can't thank you guys enough also for sending me through your photos to show. And this is our weekly update number 84. There you go. Just cleaning my glasses, actually. I'm one of those people who, you know, when you go to the opticians and you get your glasses and they're like, make sure you use this cloth to clean it because you'll scratch the lens, and make sure you do that. And I do it for about a week. And then I've lost the case and I've lost the cloth. So it's back to cleaning it on the t-shirt, I'm afraid. So anyway, let's have a quick look in the chat, see who's about, because this is our Wednesdays. Don't forget we switched last week to Wednesdays. And let's look who's on. Here we go. Nikki, how you doing, Nikki? Nikki, hope you're well. 10 weeks tomorrow since applying from Manchester to Alicante. Not a peep. Feeling fed up, to say the least. I've just had to reschedule my dog's transport. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. At the moment, Manchester, we've got a few on 13 and 14 weeks at the moment. They just stopped issuing again. That's it. It's not just you. Unfortunately, everybody is waiting still. We're hoping to have one of those runs like we had 2 weeks ago, where suddenly they issued for us about 10 or 12. I saw on Facebook they issued a load more, and now they've stopped issuing again for a while. So fingers crossed they'll pick up the NLV pile again soon. It'll happen soon. It'll happen soon. Don't worry. And we've got here, hi Paul, afternoon from a very damp and dreary south of England. Yep. It's when Spain comes to its own, doesn't it? Now here in September, it's still 27 degrees. And Robert, how you doing? All good here in Murcia. You need to get you on the old cooking section. We have got the food section today. And hey, Kev's on live. How you doing? Good evening, all. First live for a while. Early finish today. Just had a quick thanks to Chris, Jane, and the team for getting our renewals done and getting our appointment for the TIE card. I tell you, if you'd have seen what was going on last Friday morning to get the appointments, Kevin, I haven't. Jane manages that side of things, and Jay and the A team, as we call them, booking the appointments. Well done, guys. Julie and the gang, and because you get like 4 seconds to book appointments, so and it's quite hard to get the appointments together. So if you are working with anybody, not even if you're just working with us, but if you're working with other visa specialists and you get 2 separate appointments, sometimes in 2 separate police stations, don't go too harsh on them because the appointment booking system's crazy. Steve, thanks, Paul. Hope it's less than 12 weeks. Yeah, let's hope so. Manchester are being slow now. They really are. But we're not getting anything from them. We're not even getting letters saying we need more documents. Just nothing. It's been radio silence for the last couple of weeks now. Julie Palmer, hola, Chris. Hope you're well. Still hanging in there. Julian Graham. Yeah, so Julian Graham just hit their 12 weeks, and we wrote a letter for them, and they've sent it off. I think you guys sent it off, didn't you, today? Just basically explaining their personal circumstances, why they needed a visa, to try and give the consulate a bit of a nudge in the right direction to get the visas handed out. Trudy, hi from blustery Sheffield. Hope you're well. Yeah, we're all good here. It's busy time. It's crazy at the moment because we have a lot of people who are coming in through the capital gains window, as they call it, you know. So the last half of the year, obviously the applications went in May, June, July. Visas come out August, September, October, and then people come into Spain. So we've got an awful lot. This happens. Everybody seems to be really crazy busy at the moment. The translators are crazy busy. My translators here in Spain today told me nothing else till next week now. That's it. Don't give us any more work. And then what happens is obviously it's compounded over the years because the renewals happen as well. So people who came a year ago and now renewing. People are going 3 years ago and now renewing. So there's a compound effect, which is great for the business. Not going to lie, it's fantastic, but it's a busy time of the year. And it's a busy time of year sort of from everybody who works with people who have moved over, because all the general renewals happen now. So health insurance renewals, for example. So there we go. Who else have we got on? Back from a visit to Cognac with the family over from the UK. We had a rainy week and sunny 5 degrees, but definitely autumnal overnight. And in cares, cheers, guys. Well, I tried to plan a road trip for Christmas, between Christmas and New Year's. I was looking for somewhere to go away because we're going to take that time off. I was like, just jump in the car and go, but got frowned on a bit by the family. They were like, nah, it's not happening. I was like, we could do 2,000 kilometers, get to Perpignan, get to France, then drive back slowly along the coast. But I think that's been kiboshed, those plans. I might have to dress it up a bit better. Patrick, thanks for your support from Bolivia. Cheers for all your comments and everything and your support on the videos. And Kev, yeah, you're separate 5 minutes apart. Yeah, ours are separate. Oh, wow. Cool. I can't say as I knew that. Let's give Jane that one, shall we? Who's been working extremely hard this week. It's been crazy. And Mark Hill says, hi, does Manchester make a decision or do the applications get sent elsewhere? So, as far as we're aware, the process is the following. BLS collect the documents, then obviously send them to the Manchester consulate. Manchester consulate then do the due diligence on the things like criminal records, the finances, the healthcare, the passports, make sure they're not expired, etc., etc. Once they've done the due diligence on that, they then send the application to Spain, who do the due diligence on things like criminal records in Spain and the fact that you're actually allowed to go into Spain. Okay, and they check on their systems that you're not working, you're not registered with Social Security. They check for your NIE number and stuff like that. Then that once it's approved in Spain, it then goes back to the consulate, who then should approve your visa. What we don't know is why sometimes they ask for things right at the beginning of the process and then they get to the end of the process, and sometimes they've asked for stuff right at the end of the process as well before the visa comes out. The most common thing is that if you've got any documents which are missing or they want any other documents from you, is they ask you for that quite quickly at the beginning of the process. Okay then, so what have we got to show you here? Mark says your update's really helpful. Cheers. I mean, it was it's what are these for the weekly updates? I was just literally finished on a call. That's why I was a couple of minutes late, because I've blocked now the calls. We moved to a Wednesday from 5 o'clock onwards, but I had a couple when we had to move this to the Wednesday, which were on 5:30 already booked, and because the calls are running quite far in the future, obviously you've got to honour the calls evidently, because people are patient and wait for our calls for potential clients. And I had that exact conversation with them. I was just like, the weekly update really is hopefully for people who are already here to give, comments. Cheers, Kev, on there talking about the renewal. We've got our current clients who are sharing their experiences. You've got people who are frustrated waiting for visas. You've got people who are looking to come over, and hopefully that makes a little bit of a community, and we can all put the information about what's currently happening out there at every stage. And also you guys can teach me different things, because obviously the visa process is what we manage, but obviously the feeling and experience of actually moving over and being new in the country isn't something that we can get out there that much. So yeah, this is what that's for. And Robbo says, yeah, evening, 8 weeks and counting. So Robbo's on a renewal and waiting for his renewal. Don't worry, he'll be there soon. I'm pretty sure of it. Okay then, so for the visas, okay then, well, we have had out just one, and that came from Edinburgh and going to Murcia, and it was only a month, so 7th of August, and the visa came out on the 11th of the 9th. And what on earth have I done with your photo? Congratulations, guys. Where are you? I can't find you. Here we are. Here we are. So there we go. I'm going to say congratulations to Ricky and Karen, and I've got your photo up here, guys. There they are. Come to their new home. Look at that. Very, very happy. And they won't mind me telling you, actually, we got a marriage certificate from Las Vegas for them. I'm sure they won't mind me telling you. And it is possible, and the companies do work. The initial payment was an absolute pain to the company, but once they did pay it, they got it to us within about 10 days, I think it was. There we go. So they're having fun over there now in Murcia. It's Murcia, isn't it? Ricky, go a minute. God, I should know this. Should have my notes up here, shouldn't I? I'm going to tell you now. Here we go. So yeah, that's our only visa out at the moment. No renewals out either. And we have had a lot. And also, of course, this time of year, it is the withdrawal agreement renewals, which we have done an awful lot. And Jane's going to pull off some statistics. Well, yeah, Murcia is Murcia. Well done, guys, over there in San Javier. Congratulations. And I also put to one side something else. We need to get somebody else on the updates soon, so it's just not me talking, don't we? Let's get a guest in one day. But for today, what else did I put to one side? Why did I put this up? I've put this to one side. I don't know what it is. What is that? Oh, yes. Check this out. Now, one of our clients sent us this. Now, for those of you who are applying for the visa and can't get stamped bank account statements, so we know the consulates now are asking for stamped bank account statements. A lot of the times impossible because you've got online statements. So we're saying to our clients, and it has worked, we have had visas issued. If you can't get stamped bank account statements, then you can get you need proof from your bank that is an online account. Try and get a letter from them proving it's an online account. Some of the states, they don't actually have branches, albeit it be evident that it is. And write an explanation letter to the consulate, explaining your circumstances, explaining the bank, basically making it idiot proof. When someone picks up your statements, they can see exactly what they are, and if they're not stamped, why. But Barclays gave this to one of our clients the other day. Barclays, who are a high street bank but refused to stamp, actually gave them an A4 piece of paper, says, where can I get my statements and other documents certified? And our client managed to go to the post office and actually get their statements certified. So will they do that for other statements? I don't know. This came across my desk this week. I hadn't even considered getting the post office to certify statements, but that might be a good way. I'd love to try and do an experiment with somebody who's got an online bank account and see if they could get them certified at the post office. So we should set the wheels in motion for that, shouldn't we? So there we go. All right. Perfecto. Okie dokie. So what is our next? Oh, here we go. Got another comment here coming up. Hi, Chris. Okay, great chat today with Jane about the next stage. We arrive over in Spain. Really good call and answered a lot of questions. We have great stuff. Jane is managing stage 2, getting the appointments managed. We've had it's been it's been a good and a bad time for appointments. Very much like Manchester. You don't see anything for ages and ages, and suddenly when it all comes, it all happens really quickly. So where are we going next? Let's not very organized today. Here we go. Let's go to our next section, which today is going to be so. As you know, I forgot to ask the Jane says. I forgot to ask Jane. It's been busy. I forgot to ask her, really. Jane says, and I know what she's going to say. In fact, we're going to do the Jane says section in a minute, but I've got a very, very short Jane says. Very, very short. Very, very short. I know what she's going to say on her section. Just reminded it. Topic of conversation this week. Okay, then. So first of all, if you're watching this now, we've got 22 people on. That's great. If you are watching this, here's a few stats for you. I do like to pull the stats off now and then. I don't know. It's a little bit boring, I suppose. Look at that. So most people are watching us at 6 o'clock at night. That's a cool stat. Though I did publish a video yesterday that I recorded yesterday at around 10 o'clock because I thought, I'll just stick it out there anyway because that's when I was editing it. And it seems to do okay. It was all right. We do have now our new gimbal cam. Check it out. So you will get some more out and about videos to bore you to tears. And there you go. Still more people watching. Oh no, it's changed. You can tell I haven't even looked at these, can't you? More people watching on a mobile device now. It was a TV before. Get more people looking on a mobile, 38%. So that's good. This our demographic. Hey guys, there you go. 0.6% is 18 to 24. I'd imagine we will get many people. 25 to 34, 11%. That's quite a lot. 35 to 44, I'd expect to be more than that. But they're evidently yet people retiring. 45 to 65 is the main bulk of the people who watch the channel. No gamers, I'd imagine there. I don't believe that stat at all. I don't believe that. We all know who's really in charge. Oh, hang on a minute. That when no, don't believe that stat. I don't believe it's 90%. I don't know if you can see it. 90% male subscribers and 9.4% females. That is just rubbish. I think it's probably just the owner of the YouTube account. And then our last stat we want to show you. Look at that, from 30% from the UK, looking to move over 25.4% from Spain. That's quite good. United States, though we don't do visas from the United States, we're still getting a bit of views from there. And the last stat I'm going to show you today. Here we go. Hope I'm not running through these too quickly. Watch time from subscribers. Well, we're nearly there. We're nearly there. We have got, as it speaks, live count. Well, nearly there. Never ends, does it? 1 second. Let's have a look. Nearly there. So we have subscribers. How many subscribers we got? You think I'd know how to do this? 4,961. 39 to go. 39 to go to get to 5,000. So if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, then please subscribe, because 53.2% of people who watch the channel aren't subscribed. So if everybody subscribed, we'd have 10,000, wouldn't we? According to my maths, more or less. So yeah, I know it's hard. We all watch good videos, don't we? Not saying these are good, but and go, oh yeah, that was handy, and then just leave the video and forget to subscribe and like the bell and support that person. So if you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button now, hit the bell thing, hit a like on the videos, and help more people to find us. Right then, and let's just I'm just going to give you a live visa update. Right. Okay, so we've just had an email from someone whose passport has been dispatched from Manchester. I will let you know next week if that is a visa or not. Okay, there you go. That's a live update for you. Right, let's jump on to our comments, shall we? And answer some of the comments. So I've been doing it a day apart from at the weekends, and it has been everything from asking people what type of trees that I'm walking past to the other day, paracetamols, which we keep by the desk in September. Drop them. And I did a short about that, and Yogi said great information. And Patrick, I can't help with a tree, but I envy you the camera. Yeah, so I'll tell you what, it's a great camera, these little things. Technology is amazing. And that was my birthday. It was my birthday on Monday, which we celebrated, and I got a nice camera for the channel. And I don't know why I'm putting that one up, because I've already done that one. You have to excuse me. And the next one, what's the next one? Here we go. And yeah, what on earth is this tree, Malaga? It was now the Norville 2. Are you on? The tree shown is in the image is a carob tree, right? Ceredonia silkea, known as the algarrobo. Now, I do know algarrobo trees. It wasn't an algarrobo tree. It definitely wasn't. I know algarrobo trees. This tree is common in southern Spain. It is, and they use the fruit for food, like for pigs and stuff like that, especially inland. Inland, you see it's huge algarrobos with the long pods coming down, and they use it to feed animals. It was very, very similar, but I'm pretty sure if you saw it, it wasn't one of those. But yeah, the pods are edible, sweet, and traditionally have been used for animal feed and chocolate substitute. Okay, yeah. But no, but thanks for answering. I'm still on the hunt to find out what that tree actually was. Check out the short on the channel. And here we had a great video, residence tax video. And Giles said the information on the non-EU residents claim expenses is wrong. The Spanish courts have ruled out on the 20th of August that EU property owners can now claim expenses against the end of their tax year. I'm just going to read out, if I can find where I screenshotted it. First of all, our answer to that. If I can find it. It would be good if I could find it, wouldn't it be? And if not, I'm just going to find it from our YouTube section. You can see how well organized I am today for the update. Speak amongst yourselves, guys, and I will tell you what the answer to that question is, because you're right and you're wrong in a little bit, but we should have mentioned it on the video, really, that had gone through, but it hasn't quite gone through. So here we go. Let's look at the videos. As you see the comments on the video, then talk amongst yourselves, guys. Non-EU, because then Antonio jumped on and did a comment as well. I saw from. Here we go. Right, so our answer was, many thanks for your comment. Just to clarify, the Spanish National Court ruling was issued on 28th of July 2025, which was and relates to Article 24.6 of the non-residence income tax law. Many firms reported it around the 20th of August. I couldn't find anything relating to the 20th of August apart from the fact people were reporting it, which is why the date is often mentioned. The court recognised that non-EU property owners should be able to deduct expenses against rental income, the same as an EU EEA owners. However, the tax agency hasn't updated its systems and the government is expected to appeal in the Supreme Court. For now, non-EU owners can try and claim expenses, but in practice, Hacienda may reject it until the appeal is resolved. The safest route is to follow under current rules and then lodge a rectification or appeal quoting this ruling. While we definitely do while we will definitely do an update video with Antonio on this. Antonio went on to reply. I don't make it very intuitive today with the comments. Here we go. Oh, Giles Paul then said, thanks for your information. I'm speaking to various people who are saying we can now claim our expenses, but I did think there might be an appeal, so I'd be interested to see what the outcome is. Cheers, Giles. But thank you for the comment. Thank you for the comment, because it does then ensue more interesting comments, which I can read out on here. Paperwork in Spain said, hi Giles, thank you for your comment. In this video, I hadn't mentioned the Spanish National Court ruling in July 25, where an American resident with a property in Barcelona was allowed to deduct expenses from the 210, even though he was living outside of the EU. Why didn't I bring it up? Because the ruling is still not final. It needs court confirmation from the Supreme Court, and for now, there are no changes in the law or to the Spanish Tax Office guidelines. That said, until December 2025, it's still possible to review forms 2010 tax returns going back to 2021. So this could become a very relevant for residents of the UK, US, and non-EU countries. If this is something that affects you, let me know in the comments in the coming weeks. I can make another video with Chris breaking it down more detail for the Upsticks community. Cheers, Antonio, for that. And Giles went on to thank Antonio for it. So basically, what's the summary of that? Well, I'm going to summarize it in Chris terms. For non-residents here in Spain, non-residents who don't live in Spain but own a property and rent it out, before you couldn't deduce expenses, and now there's been a court ruling where one person has been allowed to do that. And what does that happen? What happens? Well, that opens the door for everybody to say, hang on a minute, if they can do it, why can't I? Okay, which normally means that then the tax office are forced, or the governments are forced to change the law. We saw this with the 6-month rule for temporary residents. One person, I believe it was in Girona, got allowed, took the the government all the way to the Supreme Court, eventually won against them, which meant they had to change the law against the 6-month ruling for temporary residents, because you can't do it for one and not the other. The problem is now, if people see these kind of articles and go straight to their accountant and go, I want to start deducing my my expenses. Well, you can't. It's not advisable to do that. You can submit an application like that, and it might fall under the radar. At the end, they might not look at it. B, get an inspection, and next thing you know, it gets rejected because the law hasn't actually changed yet. Yeah. Or C, the law might change and you might have a case to claim all those expenses back from before. What would be the good advice now? My advice would be, and my experience with the tax office, and we're not tax advisors, we're not tax specialists, but my experience would be carry on doing what you're doing until there's a definite ruling, and there'll be an appeal channel where you can start to get your money back. Don't do anything until the law changes, because you might find that then at the end they will come back at you trying to find money, and they are going to be on top of this non-residence thing as well. So I would be patient at the moment and continue as you are. Okay then, and let's carry on to the next comments. What we got? I lost where I am now. That was our comment from before, wasn't it? Here we go. And this is all the comments we've actually just been through. So I found them now. Let's start on the next line of comments then, shall we? Talking about Amazon, I'm going to do an article on this. Thank you so much, guys, for your response to the Amazon short. And Neil from Get Me to Spain said, no problem with Amazon here in Ciudad de Quesada. Small parcels to the Amazon lockers, mid-side boxes to local ferreterias, large boxes to our door. We had next day to lockers. So that's fantastic. I did a video about prickly pears, which got quite a bit of, it was a short as well. I was actually on a run on a Sunday morning. Now, I'm going to tell you now why I might look a bit disheveled today in a minute. And I was on a run and I stopped to do a short, because you can see, you know, how much I love to keep up pace when I'm running. You can, prickly pears are covered with mealybug at the moment, which is known as conchinilla. And Daniel Romero said, use it on your advantage. You can get a really bright red color out of their blood. Really expensive for the fashion industry. Hope you can get some money out of it. Hey, why not? You know what I mean? That's it. I'm not too sure. They look disgusting, but yeah, they are red, and they are used, mealybugs, in the fashion industry apparently, as well as killing off prickly pear plants. And yeah, if I look disheveled today, it's because finally, after a few years, I used to do an awful lot of running, but that was around 25 kilos ago. And then the kids were young. Then we had kids. Then I stopped. Then I used it as an excuse. Having kids, it really is not really an excuse, is it? Then I broke my arm, which was another excuse. So finally, after all these years, 47 years old after this birthday, I'm like, right, the arm's no longer an excuse. It's working fine. You know, you can run with that now. After I broke it last year, and I've started running again. And I can tell you now, so I've done a few. I need to lose about 20 kilos, I think, before we can consider doing a half marathon or anything, because we used to be in double figures. Now we might be getting a bit above that in kilos. I went out on Sunday, did a run on Sunday, ended up just taking lots of photos, stopping, starting. But hey, you've got to start somewhere. But this morning, we've started a little running club in the morning. There's just 2 of us at the moment, but there will be more. Meet up before 7:30 in the morning here by the office. It's a good area to run in. Get you run in, just half an hour to start with, and because we're building up to a half marathon, and then go. But I've been out of the game a long time. Cool, dear me, keeping up with these whippersnappers who are 40 now. And a lot fitter than I am. And I've got to carry a few more kilos about as well. But I can tell you, running with people is great because you keep up. You try to keep up. Poor blimey, I was knackered by the end of it this morning. And we only did like 4 or 5 kilometers. But trying to keep pace and not stopping. Yeah, so, yeah, I can tell you, if I do look a bit disheveled, it's because it was my first group run for a while. And but there will be more. There will be more. We're going to get fit again. And Gary, I think watches the channel from Velez. We were going to do a run together before I broke my arm. So hopefully we can get him on board again, get some Upsticks running tops. Paracetamol, YouTooSpain. Cheers, Scats, our local family pharmacy. Our local pharmacia sells that brand, but never tried the liquid ones. It's also worth knowing that they sell the tablets of 500 milligrams, 650 and 1 gram, and Spain's recommended maximum amount per day is slightly different from the UK. Yeah, they do like some strong paracetamols in Spain, but you can get the liquid ones over here. That was off the back of another short I did. Whatever comments we got. Steve Moffat watching on Friday. Had to rearrange our consult due to business. Will speak very soon in October. Don't worry, I'll be here. We'll have a chat. And what else have we got going on here? Okay, when calculating the 10-month absence when apply. Oh, here we go. Here's a question for us. When calculating the 10 months absence when applying for permanent residency, how is the 10 months translated to days? For instance, if your absence were in 31 days a month, would that be 31 days months? Would that be 310 days in total? But if you had a few 30-day months and the odd ferry thrown in, would you have spent less than 310 days out of Spain? So there's no official standard on these days. No, it's strange. They call it, they say months. It's always messes. So what I would do is I would stick to the 30-day month rule, and I just wouldn't rinse it to the limit. You know, I would keep yourself way under the limit. Try keeping yourself to 9 months rather than 10, unless you absolutely have to, and stick to the 30-day month rule, discarding the 31-day months, and then you're never going to have any problems, are you? Because the only month that doesn't have 30 days is February, as we know. Right, let's go quickly to the comments. What's going on in the comments? Here we go. Hi, Jane. Short but sweet. Yeah, wait till Jane says today. I'm not going to swear on it though. Kessie, no, hi, VPN, no VPN on this phone today. So I register as in Spain this week. Normally VPN to the hilt to UK IP address. Subscribing is free. Cheers. Happy belated birthday. Thank you. Yeah, 47 on a Monday. Not that exciting, but I had a great weekend. Shorts are cool, Chris, but for some reason the YouTube won't let me comment on them. Not just yours either. I must have a naughty boy somewhere. Oh, that's strange. Yeah, I'll keep the shorts coming. They're easy to do now. Feliz cumpleaños. Thank you, guys. And hey, Russ, how you doing? Good to see you in the house. Thanks, Upstate, for all your help. 1 week in. Yeah, 1 week in and waiting. So you've got a little bit to go now, but never mind. It will happen. Trust the system. It will happen. And here we go. Just to let you know, on Saturday, it's going to be our very, very last Saturday morning show with Scats. We've been doing it for 5 years, no, nearly 6 years, every second Saturday. Would you believe it? It's been a great run, but we're going on to bigger and better things, and we are doing it now on Mondays at 6 o'clock Spanish time, 5 o'clock UK time. Okay. And we're going to have it midweek so more people can jump on. It's a bit hard for Scats in the morning sometimes when he's got late gigs. I struggling now to get to do the lives on a weekend. Not going to lie, on a personal level, the kids are getting older. When we started this, my daughter, who's now 9, was 3 when we started doing our lives, you know. So now, unfortunately, you know, they have family commitments. It's getting tougher and tougher to do their lives on a Saturday morning, and we firmly believe that we're going to get more views on them on a Monday. Anyway, kick the week off well. Monday at 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the UK. Don't forget. So please tune into our last one on Saturday, because then after that we're going on to, as I say, bigger and better things. Okay, what's our next section? Let's go. A quick one today. Jane says, read your emails. That's it. That's all I'm saying about that. Read them carefully. Read exactly what we're saying. Before you ask any questions, read your emails. That's all I'm going to say for Jane says today. Item. Well, check this out. We are gonna get hot. I've just all the links for everything that I mentioned today is in the bio description down below. So I actually got my act together and did the bio yesterday, so you can actually go straight to the link and look. And I'm going to show you this, but this comes from the Soar in English, and it looks like inland is going to get really, really warm. So AEMET has issued weather warnings. Temperatures will soar up to 40 degrees in these parts of Spain this week. In Andalusia, our region, mercury will peak on Thursday, Friday onwards. The temperatures will drop, but still be well above average for the season. Oh, what's going on now? How'd you get rid of these ads? I don't want a reward. Can I just... There we go. September has reached halfway point, and the popular belief in Spain that this month either dries up the fountains or takes away the bridges. Let me just read that again. That this month either dries up the fountains or takes away the bridges seems to be leaning towards the first option. Summer is about to officially bow out, but the heat is not. Our very warm air mass will take the meteorological lead this week, leaving its mark on the thermometers in case of Andalusia. The state weather agency AEMET forecasts highs of 40 degrees in Cordoba, Sevilla, very close behind with Granada and Jaén, where the mercury will be around 38. Wow. So from Monday onwards, subtropical high pressure belt will prevail over southern Europe, with squalls circulating far from the north. So yeah, read the rest of the article there, because I can't really bother to read it all. But if you want to know, it's in the link below, and it's going to be hot, hot, hot. Okay, then what have we got coming up next? Next, we've got our new section. So what about that? Food and drink. I think it deserves its own section, guys, but I need you lot out there. You lot didn't sound very community, shall we say, not just you lot. Our community out there to help. So my idea is that with the food section, we tell people about things we like, things that people might not know about Spain, things about buying in the supermarket, recipes. You know, you might come over to Spain and go, actually, I don't recognize anything in the supermarket, and get a eureka moment that you go, oh, wow, actually, that is that, and I can use it for that. Anything that you think is going to help people who are moving to Spain, people who already live here, help our community, let me know. Send me your recipes. YouTube at upsticks.es, and we'll get them on here. We'll publish them if we can. And I want anything to do with food that you guys... I'm going to carry on talking about food because I love food, which is part of the running problem. Is that I do love food, but you have to balance the food with the running. You can't just have the food, apparently. So yeah, that's what I want to do with this section. But first of all, I thought, well, do you know what, let's kick off and just show you how you can celebrate your birthday. So I had Monday, I had my birthday, and we went to the beach. The kids were at school. It was very nice. I did a bit of work in the morning, then took the rest of the day off. Took lunch off, and we went to the beach, and we just had so nice, because sometimes you go to the beach and you don't want something. I'm not really a big fan of lots of sauces. I do like a nice arroz caldoso, so that's a soupy rice, which we're definitely going to get a recipe on for that. But sometimes you just want some tomato and onion, don't you? So that was the salad that we have, and that's it. It doesn't need to be complicated. Tomato, onion, salt and pepper, and olive oil, and that is just amazing. Nice cold salad there, which accompanies fish. And I would definitely, if that image processes, I don't know if you guys can see it, I definitely would recommend that when you're eating fish on the beach, I'm just going to give you a few recommendations here. Don't go for a leafy salad. The tomato seems to complement, you know, the fish. You know, that's a tomato and onion salad. And I thought, you know, strong flavors, but absolutely love it. And to accompany the tomatoes, we had, well, of course, it's Malaga, espeto de sardinas. Espeto is the typical espeto is the stick that the fish goes on when they cook it. And here in Malaga, it's typical to have an espeto de sardinas. Normally comes about 6 or 7, as you saw. I'd eaten a couple before I took the photo, which basically cooked over olive wood, sometimes almond wood, on a boat on the beach. This was €6, and it was absolutely amazing for the sardines. Get an espeto de sardinas. And then we had now these for a bit of a treat. So these are clams. They call them peregrinas. And sometimes they're also called samburinas, which are clams, which are then cooked in the shell. And sometimes they chucked a couple of prawns in there as well for us. And we had that al pilpi, which means they throw a little chili in and give it a bit of a spice. It's not what you would call really, really hot, but it gives it that sort of that spicy flavor. So that's samburinas al pilpi. Absolutely amazing. It's quite funny because we go to our curry house. They say to us, do you want it Spanish hot or English hot? Apparently there's two different hots, because Spanish really don't like it that hot all the time. But there has been a bit of a revolution. I've got a few of my mates now. We've got hot sauces. There's a shop down the road of Butchers that does some great hot sauces. They're getting into it. So yeah, it's happening. Now, this was another plate. You're going to think, how much did he eat? I did share this with Lara. This is called salmonettes. Now, salmonettes, like little pink fish, basically deep fried, and you normally get about 5 or 6, and they're so nice. They're great for kids. Salmonettes. So if you see salmonettes on the menu, and you go into a fish restaurant, great for fish because they just have one spine down the middle. There's no small bones to pick out your teeth. You can literally just take the deep fry them and take the fillets off and eat them, and they're absolutely gorgeous as well. And last but not least, of course, you got to have your mejillones. Now, I was a bit disappointed in the mejillones because these were quite evidently the pre-cooked ones that you buy. They weren't freshly cooked there. I think they mentioned they didn't have them. You can actually buy those half-shell mejillones frozen, okay, and they're quite good. You can buy them for home. And if you do buy them from home, all you have to do, they were pre-cooked, is defrost them, make sure they're still cold, salt, pepper, squeeze of lemon, and that's it. That's all you need. Now, a lot of places will have these, and what they'll do is they'll do pipirana. Pipirana is very finely chopped onion, peppers, and tomatoes, which has vinaigrette on it. So vinegar, salt, pepper, and olive oil, and they put it on them, and it also tastes gorgeous. But they've got to be cold, got to be really cold. So there you go. Well, that was our food section, and we're hoping to get some recipes up very, very soon. Who knows? We might collate them, all the recipes, and in 100 weekly updates, we'll have a book, won't we, to send out? That'd be a nice plan, wouldn't it? I just wanted to show you this very, very, very clever play on words. So on Friday evening, when we were starting the birthday celebrations, we went out into a place called Cártama, which is just around the corner from where we live. And we went to this place just for a quick drink. We didn't eat here or anything. We're just there on the way to somewhere else. And if you look at that, look at the name of the place. I wanted to explain it. So Xupado. Right. So the X would be pronounced cha. So that is chupadeo. Okay. So now chupadeo, or they call them chupadedos, is a type of olive, believe it or not, and it means finger suckers, basically. And that was a very, now what happens is when here in Andalusia they cut words short, they'll miss a letter out. So sometimes if they're saying dedo, it'd be quickly, it'd sound like deo. So this is a very cool name and a very cool play on words, but they've used the X, which is quite a cheek way of actually using CH in Spanish. Now they've cut off the D from the end because it's quite local that they would do that. And it turns into a restaurant which is called Chupadeo. So there you go. It actually comes from the olive, which is a chupadedo. They've lost the D on the end and they've taken the CH and turned it into an X for no other reason than it's a very cool way of doing it. And when I read it out loud, I went to Lara, I went, even I'm going to have to check on this one with my mate Angel. So I sent it across to him and said, does this mean that? And he said, yeah, that's exactly what it means. They've just done it in a very cool way. So I was quite pleased with my Spanish there. Right, so where are we? What's next? We've done the news item. Oh, we're in our last section, which is Well, I've got quite a lot for you today, haven't we? What we got going on here? So, we got rid of the. Here we go. So, first of all, Kev, I know Kev's on. Are you still on, Kev? Kev sent me these photos from El Faro, Cafeteria El Faro, which is in the port of Mazarrón, which looks amazing. Now, if you want to go to the Cafeteria El Faro, which looks like it looks over a swimming pool as well, I've put the link to the website below, and that's where Kev now has the pleasure of going for his breakfast. Only about 15 minutes, I imagine, from where you live there in Campasol. And look at the views. I mean, you can't beat that for a bit of breakfast. So I might go there myself the next time I'm up in your area. When I can get up, I'm dying to have a little bit of a road trip, to be honest with you, and come up and see you guys up there. So thanks for sending that across. I also wanted to show you this horrible character which turned up in our garden. And that is one of those Asian wasps. It's an invasive species, apparently, and it kills all the other wasps and good insects which we need for pollinating plants, and they don't get an awful lot of good press, I'm afraid. They really don't. Now, the only thing is, what would you do in this situation? Because, wasps that attack you, well, you're going to have to squat them, aren't you? But this wasp accidentally fell in the swimming pool and then was... Let me see if I can get a bigger photo for you there. And then, so I saved it from drowning. And then all the forums, it says you could kill them. So I'm like, I've just saved it now. So there you go. It was huge. They are 3/4 of an inch long. So then I'm in two minds now, thinking, well, I've saved it, and it was sort of recovering on the side. And I'm thinking, well, it's an invasive species. So really, I Googled it, and they're like, yeah, you should either report it to the government, and they come and get rid of the nest. Well, I don't know where the nest was. Yeah, or you should just kill it. But then if you do kill it, it sets off something which attracts other ones. Anyway, my decision was, in the end, live and let live. Even though it's an invasive species, I didn't think it was fair to kill it at that point. But I guarantee if it came close to me and was trying to bite me, I'd swat it and I wouldn't have a problem. But at that point in time, I thought, you know what, live and let live. And then if you do get your wasp nest fumigated by the authorities, well, that's up to them. So I let it go. There you go. What else have we got going on here? Get back on the old comments. Hey, Kevin's still here. Yep. No, Kev says no breaking, mate, just cocktails and ice creams, etc. Oh, okay, sorry, it's a cocktail place. I thought you said breaking. We're definitely going there then. Definitely. Do they do old fashions? I'm a bit partial to an old fashioned cocktail. I don't like the sweet stuff. Not into all that sugary. Might do a margarita, but old fashioned whiskey based cocktail, that would do me after a meal. And oh, look at this here. Now, in the link below, there's a link to a Facebook group who published this. And I can't remember for the life of me what they're called now. If you check the description below, I thought that was quite cool. Meaning of the Spanish flag. Look at that. So you've got the crown. The yellow stands for generosity. The crown stands for the constitutional monarchy. Red, so that would have been added obviously after Franco. Red symbolizes strength and bravery. Pillars of Hercules symbolizes the Straits of Gibraltar. I didn't know that. Is this true? Is it not? The shield combines emblems of the historical kingdoms, which it does. I know that because you got Aragon there, haven't you, as well there? And the banner plus ultra means further beyond. So there you go. The meaning of the Spanish flag. And if you want to know more, I found a very interesting link on Facebook, and you can check it out below. And thank you to the guys who published it. I thought that was very interesting. And now here we go. We have 1 second here. Where are we? Gareth and Tony, who we mentioned a couple of weeks ago, are on their sponsored walk now, and you can donate. They're walking 100 kilometers. I believe they'll be finished actually very, very soon. And there they are. Well done, guys. They've done so much walking to raise charity. Oh, hang on a minute. The photo is gone. I'm trouble uploading photos. Can you guys see that? They're walking 111 kilometers, I believe it was, for charity to raise some money for the dogs' home on the Camino de Santiago. That's how you can help them. If you're a dog fan, you can just contact Tony Hayward 11 at hotmail.co.uk and make a little donation to them. And they've been having a wonderful time, from what I can tell. Look at this, out and about. The weather looks glorious. Here's some of their photos. Looks beautiful and green up there. I've never been that way. I would absolutely love to go up there. And some of your photos look amazing from the Camino de Santiago. Any of you guys done it here? I think it would be something I'd love to do. They haven't actually sent me any photos from Santiago yet, so I'm not too sure what section they're doing. But if you can help them and help the dogs, we always like to support a bit of charity here. And if you've got any other charity events going on, please let me know, and we can get it on here. It looks like they've had a fabulous walk. So well done, guys. You've done amazing. I'll put them on the thumbnail as well today. And well done for all your efforts to for earning money for charity, because if people don't make people aware, people don't donate, do they? And some of the photos aren't loaded, I'm afraid. There we go. And Stu and Joe not on today, guys, but they were up in Mijas, and we didn't actually get to meet up. They're quite close, but I think it was quite hectic for them leaving Mazarrón and coming up here. And I was just about to show some photos, but now, oh, here we go. They got us working slow a bit last week as well, wasn't it? So they like a bit of food as well, just doing Joe, I'll tell you, because they keep sending me food photos as well sometimes. They like eating out. Look at that. So some lovely photos from up in Mijas. There we go. All at the flamenco dresses. We must have a flamenco thing going on up there. Can you guys see the photos I'm uploading? There we go. And that is what Mijas has. That really just sums up Mijas in a photo. Beautiful evening skies. If you ever get a chance to go to Mijas, then please do. It's one of those typical white villages here in Spain. And you can see they've got all the sunshades up as well, so you don't get hot when you're walking around. Some nice tapas there. Looks good. Reasonably not that expensive, I think, Mijas. You know, I don't think it's that expensive. This is Mijas at night time there with the lights up. Why have they got the Christmas lights up already? They look like Christmas lights. That's ridiculous. It can't be Christmas lights, surely. They must be having a fair. They must be having the Mijas fair. That can't be Christmas lights. There we go. White village, all the pots on the wall. Show you some more photos here they sent me. That is the garden bit, which is down the bottom by the bull ring, I believe. I think they still do bull runs there. I'm not too sure. I don't think they do the actual killing of the bull. I don't know. I got very controversial at one point. That's the little cave church there as well. So yeah, get yourselves up to Mijas, guys, if you want to see one of Andalusia's typical white villages. And thank you guys for sending your pictures across. They're not loading very well, unfortunately. And then Neil and Sue sent me this across, and they said, I called it, my folder was fake Barcelona. A couple of photos from last week where we were in Novelda, 45 minutes from Quesada. The church is built in a Gaudi style, and the town is famous for the Art Nouveau architecture. Well, I can tell you this, I had it in as fake Barcelona on my, and you can see why on my folders. That's good to see. You can see the Gaudi influence there, can't you? Hey, I hope they're loading these pictures. It says processing my end. I'm going to have to reduce the size of them or something. I've never had any problems before. And now suddenly the pictures aren't loading. Can you see them, guys? No. Hang on a minute. There we go. You must be able to see that one there. Can you see that? Give me a shout if you can see the pictures. No, it's not loading. So annoying. Let me see if that one loads. So Donald says there's about there's a 5 7 second delay between showing images and actually seeing them. Don't know what's going on there. Paul, cheers for that. Keep me straight, guys. Tell me what's going on. You're my technicians as well. So there we go. That's the Gaudi-esque church there. I'm going to try and upload another picture. There we go. Can you see that now? No. So basically, you're not seeing any pictures, just me waffling on, yeah? Oh, dear. There we go. You can see that now, I think. There you go. That's Neil and Sue at the church there in, where did they say that was? Novelda. So I'll put a Google Maps link to Novelda as well below. Now I'm going to show you something. I hope this loads. Did you know, and I learned this many, many years ago when I lived in the province of Tarragona, and Gaudi used to have his casa natal, where he was born, was in Reus, where we used to go regularly. And obviously he's got a lot of things going on in Barcelona, like the Casa de Pedrera, the Parkway has got a lot of his stuff in it, and obviously the Sagrada Familia. But did you know, to get the angles on the Sagrada Familia, how he designed it? Did you know this? I'll tell you how he designed it. He designed it upside down. That is true. And he designed it with strings and weights. And this is the technique that Gaudi would use. I don't think that is the exact one for the Sagrada Familia, because it looks nothing like it, but that is the technique that he used to basically design the Sagrada Familia. It was upside down using weights. So there you go. Would you believe that? So 1 second, our lads here is leaving, so talk amongst yourselves. ¿Qué tal ya está, no?
Sí. Mañana he hecho la hora que perdí el lunes.
Vale, perfecto. Nos vemos mañana a las 4 entonces.
Sí.
Bueno, hasta luego. Adiós. So our lad there comes in the afternoon now. Got some afternoon staff now doing all the application forms. Here you go. So look, there you go, behind the scenes. So anyway, Gaudi did everything upside down. I learned at a museum in Barcelona once. So we go, these are all our packs. Look at the packs going out for the appointments, you see. This is all for Malaga packs for Friday. And Friday we've got in Malaga 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 appointments in Malaga, of which 8 are actually withdrawal agreement renewals. So people we did their temporary residency 5 years ago, now going to be permanent. Here we go. And these are all the separate packs, the people, and what you get in your pack. Here we go. Let's open it up. So, this is actually an EU residency. So I can't show you any documents, but you get your bag, and you get your folder in it as well. The folder comes with all the documents for the appointment specialist who's going to meet you there. Then you get the appointment, and then obviously you get your fan, which I haven't put in there for some reason. But there we go. That's all our appointments. And then Guillermo, who's just left, our young lad who's working with us now, is doing a fabulous job helping us with the application forms and the tax forms and everything. He gets them all, prints them all out, sticks them on Jane's desk, which is over there, and then Jane sorts them all out. They go into the packs when the appointments are booked and get sent out to the various specialists. There you go. Upsticks in motion. You get to see it there live. What else is going on? Kev says, lovely church. I thought Gaudi got his kids to do what mine call gooeys through their fingers with wet sand. Very similar effect. Yeah, it could be. And what's the last thing we've got to talk to you about today? Don't forget that our mate Scats is out and about as usual, doing his weekend jaunts. If you're in Malaga, you can see him and on the 19th, which is the Friday, in Canillo. It's not working now. I need to I don't know if I need to upload these pictures beforehand. Do I need to upload them beforehand? I normally just chuck them in. Oh, now I've completely lost it. There we go. On the 19th, there he'll be in La Plaza Cañas de Raida. He's going to be on the 21st on Sunday in the Siddhartha restaurant. That's in Compita. And on Saturday, he's going to be in live at Uribe Salon, which is also in Torrox. So Torrox, Compita, and La Plaza in Cañas de Raida. You're going to see Scats. I don't know where he gets his energy from, but that's incredible. Well done, mate, and enjoy your weekend. It looks like you got a busy one, especially because I'm going to see you on Saturday morning as well for the live. So non-stop work for you this weekend. And maybe I need to go and join him to improve my training for the running. And what else we got here? Jane said you had something important for us. Did she? I might have. Who knows? I know that the fans never got to you. I know that. But I've definitely got some fans for you, Donald. And you'll be moving over very soon. So we'll be catching up soon. And on that note, we are going to leave you now. It will be our weekly update number 85 next week. Haven't got any videos planned yet for Saturday, but hoping to get another out and about video done with the gimbal cam. Still learning how to use it, but hey, we'll learn, start now, get perfect later, shan't we? Thanks for tuning in, guys. That's the end of today's live. And yeah, we have got now, what's our live count? We're coming up to 5,000. So if you've got any friends who've got phones, just steal them and please just subscribe. No, I'm joking. You shouldn't do that. But we are up to, at the moment, 4,964 people on the so we've got 36 to go. My son is convinced that when we got 20 to go, we should do a live of 5,000 live, and he said that's when you get all your subscribers to get there. I don't know, that could go on for a long time, couldn't it? But we might do that. If it falls in nice that we've got about 10 to go and it's a weekend and we're near a computer, we might do a spontaneous live, and why not? Okay, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Time for me now to tune off, and we will see you next week at 6 p.m, if not before.